Welcome to episode 4 for the Good Men podcast, your go-to source for all things men's health. In this episode, we're diving into physical health, mental well-being, and social challenges that aging present. Aging has a unique set of obstacles for men, but knowledge is power, and understanding these issues can help all men age a bit more gracefully. So grab your headphones, sit back, and get ready for an informative discussion on men's health and aging. For this episode, we'll kick it off by talking about cardiovascular health and musculoskeletal health. We will then discuss aging and hormones. I'll then answer a few listener questions, and then wrap everything up by discussing stress and emotional well-being as it may relate to aging. All right, let's jump right in. Let's start by discussing about cardiovascular health. Cardiovascular health is so important. The heart is a powerhouse of the body. It pumps blood and oxygen to all of our organs. As men age, the blood vessels can become stiffer and less elastic, which makes it harder for the heart to pump efficiently. This can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, and an increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. According to the 2024 Heart Disease and Stroke Statistics, heart disease remains the lead cause of death among men. As men age, the risk of cardiovascular issues, such as heart attacks and strokes and hypertension, increases. But here's the good news. Many of the risk factors are within our control. Let's break them down. First, there's a diet. A heart-healthy diet is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. It's also low in saturated fats, trans fats, cholesterol, sodium, and added sugars. Think of it as eating more of the good stuff and less of the bad. For example, swapping out that morning donut for a bowl of oatmeal with berries can make a big difference over time. Exercise is another key player. The American Heart Association recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity each week. Plus, muscle strengthening activities on 2 or more days a week. This can be anything from a brisk walking to swimming to lifting weights. The goal is to get your heart rate up and keep it up. Stress management is also crucial. Chronic stress can lead to behaviors and factors that increase heart disease risks, such as high blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Techniques like mindfulness meditation and regular physical activity can help manage stress effectively. And let's not forget about regular checkups. Men should have their blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and blood sugars checked regularly. Catching any issues early on can make a treatment more effective and prevent complications down the line. Now, I want to address something that's particularly important for men as they age: awareness and action. It's easy to think, that won't happen to me. But being proactive about heart health can significantly reduce your risk. So let's talk about musculoskeletal health and how it affects how you age. The musculoskeletal system includes bones, muscles, joints, tendons, and ligaments. It's what allows us to move, support our body weight, and maintain our posture. As men age, they can experience a decline in musculoskeletal health, leading to conditions like osteoporosis, sarcopenia, and arthritis, which can significantly impact their mobility, independence, and quality of life. Osteoporosis, or the thinning of bones, is a major issue, making bones more susceptible to fractures. Sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass and strain, can affect balance and increase the risk of falls. Arthritis, especially osteoarthritis, leads to joint pain and stiffness. These conditions can lead to a decrease in physical activity, which can further exacerbate health issues. To best improve your musculoskeletal health, it is Strongly encourage to make a plan with your physician. A diet rich in calcium, dairy products, and leafy greens, and vitamin D, including fatty fish and fortified foods, has been said to be very helpful in improving and maintaining your musculoskeletal health. The addition of supplements may be necessary if dietary intake is insufficient. It is also important to consume adequate protein to support your muscle health. Include protein sources like lean meats, fish, beans, and legumes. Lastly, it is recommended to incorporate foods that reduce inflammation, such as fatty fish, nuts, seeds, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Our second to last topic of discussion, let's go over hormones. Hormones play a crucial role in our bodies, and while we're often hear about hormonal changes in women, men experience their own hormonal shifts throughout their lives. The primary hormone we're talking about here is testosterone. But there are others at play too, like cortisol, the stress hormone, and estrogen. Yes, men have that too. Let's start with testosterone. This hormone is often associated with masculinity and is responsible for muscle mass, bone density, and sex drive. Testosterone levels peak in early adulthood and gradually decline with age, typically starting around the age of 30. This decline can lead to various symptoms, including reduced energy, decreased muscle mass, increased body fat, and even mood changes. And what can men do to manage this? Well, first, regular exercise is essential. Strength training and high intensity interval training are particularly effective at boosting testosterone levels. Aim for at least 3 to 4 workouts per week, mixing in both weightlifting and cardio. Next, nutrition plays a huge role. A balanced diet rich in lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of vegetables can help maintain hormone levels. Foods high in zinc, like oysters, beef, and spinach, and vitamin D rich foods like fatty fish and eggs are particularly beneficial for testosterone production. Sleep is actually another critical factor. Poor sleep quality or not getting enough sleep can lower your testosterone levels. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. This can be achieved by maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, creating a restful sleep environment, and avoiding screens before bed. Lastly, managing stress is also key. High levels of cortisol can negatively impact testosterone. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and even simple hobbies can help stress. Remember, hormonal changes are a natural part of aging. But the right strategies, men can manage these changes effectively and maintain a high quality of life. And if you have any questions, always check with your doctor. Lastly, let's discuss stress and emotional well being as it relates to men aging. As men age, they may experience many physical and mental challenges and changes. Retirement, loss of loved ones, changes in physical health, and shifting social roles can all contribute to increased stress. While stress is a natural part of life, chronic stress can be a significant impact on our emotional and physical well being, especially as men age. Stress in older men can manifest in various ways, including physical symptoms like headaches, high blood pressure, and sleep disturbances, as well as emotional symptoms such as anxiety and depression. Unique stressors for older men often include health related issues, loss of independence, financial concerns, and grief from losing friends or family members. The transition into retirement can also be stressful, as it involves significant lifestyle changes and identity adjustments. Chronic stress can be particularly detrimental to emotional well being in older men. It can make existing mental health conditions like depression and anxiety and increase the risk of cognitive decline. Chronic stress also affects the body's ability to recover from illnesses, and it can weaken the immune system, making older men more susceptible to infections and other health issues. Over time, this can create a vicious cycle where poor emotional health leads to poor physical health, which in turn increases stress and further harms emotional well being. There are several strategies that can be very effective. First, maintaining strong social connections is crucial. Regular interaction with family and friends can provide emotional support and reduce feelings of isolation. Engaging in activities that bring joy and a sense of purpose, such as hobbies, volunteering, or continuing education, can also be beneficial. Additionally, physical activity is a powerful stress reliever. Exercise is known to release endorphins, which improve mood and reduce stress. In addition, mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing exercise can help manage stress responses. It's also important for older men to seek professional help when needed. Therapy or counseling can provide tools to cope with stress and improve mental health. It is important to remember that managing health conditions effectively with the help of a healthcare providers can reduce stress related to physical health issues. Now, we're going to discuss some questions submitted by our listeners. As always, these questions are submitted anonymously, and if you'd like to ask your own questions, you may do so by visiting menmd.com/podcast. Starting off with our first listener question, this person added, are there any particular resources or programs you recommend for older men looking to manage their stress and improve their emotional well being? Yes, many communities offer resources, especially for older adults. Local senior centers often provide exercise classes, social activities, and educational workshops that can help reduce stress and promote emotional well being. Online resources and apps for mindfulness and mental health support can also be very useful. For those who prefer more structured support, programs like cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT or stress management courses can be very effective. Our second listener question revolves around testosterone changes. This person added, what if I made changes to my diet and routine, but my testosterone levels still feel low? That's a great question. For some men, lifestyle changes might not be enough, and that's okay. It's important to have regular checkups with your healthcare provider. They can perform tests to check your hormone levels and discuss other options if necessary, such as hormone replacement therapy or HRT. HRT may alleviate symptoms of depression, anxiety that may result from low testosterone levels. It will increase in muscle mass and bone density. Testosterone can promote muscle growth and help maintain bone health, reducing the risk of osteoporosis. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want to emphasize aging is a complex journey with its share of challenges, but with awareness and proactive measures, men can navigate this phase of life with grace and resilience. Regular health checkups, a healthy lifestyle, and strong social connections are key. Remember, aging is a natural part of life, and with the right approach, it can be a fulfilling and rewarding experience. Thank you for joining us on this episode. As a token of gratitude for listening to this podcast episode, we'd like to offer you 15% off your next non-prescription purchase in the MenMD shop using code AGING15. Use this code to save 15% off on over-the-counter products in the MenMD shop. Again, that's code AGING15. AGING15. This code has no expiration date, but may only be used once per customer. If you found this discussion helpful, please subscribe and share it with others. If you're interested in sending your questions, please go to menmd.com/podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care of yourselves and continue on your journey to optimal health.